Game number 3 is getting underway right now. Ek0p and Dog both looking for that 2-1 lead right now. Definitely where you want to be, but game 3 is going to decide who's getting it.
I got to believe Ek0p's switching over to a warrior strategy here, and if he does, there's a chance Dog is switching over to druid.
He's going to go over to, I mean, Ek0p looks like he went the one step ahead. I can tell you, a bad matchup for druid is these mid-range warlock decks that like these major tempo swings on board.
Oh, they have huge tempo swings on board. They have such resilient threats, and they have such swingy turns.
Yeah, it seems like both these players knew what was happening, and then Ek0p just going the one step ahead. Advantage Ek0p.
Yeah, Dog kind of tried to like walk him into playing warrior. Yeah, I said walk the dog. Yeah.
I mean, it really does look that way. What a beautiful hand from Ek0p to start, too. Now he's picking up the Nerubian Egg. That Abusive Sergeant definitely not coming down. Oh, maybe. Wow.
I was about to say, there was a chance that we might have seen it turn 1 if we didn't see the Nerubian Egg in the hand. I've got to believe.
I don't know about that.
He has a 1, 2, 3, 4 curve.
Yeah.
So he might be thinking with that in mind.
Well, the Nerubian Egg does turn off a little bit when you decide to play Abusive Sergeant turn 1, but it looks like Dog's not going to coin the hero power, so it is going to get a little work done.
Yeah, and you see from Dog, he's even got Harrison Jones as opener, so he was fully expecting a warrior match here.
Honestly, I think this is a great queue up by Dog and just an even better one by Ek0p. Both these guys feeling where the match is going. And this is the one step ahead. Dog now knows that Ek0p's capable of this.
Yeah, and so holding on to the coin, he's going to be able to play a 5-drop here on his turn 4, or his turn 3 because of Wild Growth.
Ek0p looking to forego his curve a little bit here. I think Imp Gang Boss is fantastic at this spot. But it's looking like he wants Flame Imp and maybe a life tap?
It's possibly wants a life tap. It's possibly wants another Nerubian Egg, maybe fearing something like Swipe, setting himself up for, a better board against Swipe.
I can also see hanging on to the Imp Gang Boss here because you do have Void Color on turn 4. It's spitting out an Imp Gang Boss. That's a pretty big deal, honestly. You get 3 extra mana out of it, and he does get the second Nerubian Egg in play here as well. So I don't mind this so much. It was just so instinctive to play on curve, but this is what happens when you have players thinking about future turns.
Yeah, it's also pretty good if you draw something like Defender of Argus going forward as well. This gives him better top decks going forward.
Yeah. Dog going to take his time to clear this board. I mean, the fact that Ek0p's 2 of his plays have been Nerubian Eggs, this is really his sign to try to take advantage of that.
Yeah, he's going to be able to lean on this Ancient of War really hard in this game. Ek0p's deck generally doesn't play a ton of answers. Sometimes you see something like 1 Owl in their deck, but Implosion doesn't usually get the job done against 5/10s.
Yeah, he's looking for something like Power Overwhelming. Knife Juggler with Implosion would be looking fantastic. A lot of different ways to take advantage of your opponent investing so much mana into one big threat, but he's got to have the right cards first.
Yeah, he's got to have the right cards, and they need to be in conjunction with each other, and he's starting to run low on cards. There's an Iron Beak Owl, actually. That'll set him up really well.
Yeah, I don't think Ek0p understands how good of a draw that is right now. You're looking at his reaction right now. He's like, this isn't feeling so good, but when he sees that Ancient of War, he's going to be feeling a lot better.
Ek0p do a couple different things this turn, but yeah, he's going to actually search for some damage here. I like this play from going upstairs. He could put some damage on the Lothab here, and then, ooh, see, he's even got a Keezen Mystic in his deck.
I think that's sort of a nod to the Hunter that was potentially going to put a lot of pressure back on his Druid deck. I don't like Keezen Mystic, but I see the purpose of it here.
Yeah, Dog just hedging his bets a little bit here, making sure, he got all of his bases covered, something we've seen from him a lot.
Oh, geez. That is going to be a nightmare. Look at what Ek0p has available to him.
Yeah, Dog kind of rolls his eyes a little bit here.
I mean, how could you not?
Yeah, well, he knows that Owl isn't, super popular in these decks, and if they do have them, they only have 1 sometimes.
Yeah. So I like Voidwalker first. You got to sequence right. Life tap afterwards even. This is a major swing in the board for Ek0p. That Doom Guard needs to go down.
Oh, and there's the Defender of Argus we talked about. This might be just enough to spell the end for Dog here going.
I don't know about this attack. This attack opens you up to so many things. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I honestly think he should just keep this reserved. Push for that 5 extra points of damage. I mean, the fact that Dog has drawn a second Ancient of War here now the trade looks brilliant. But if he doesn't have second Ancient of War, that 5 extra damage makes a major difference.
Yeah, I was just about to say when he drew that card, I'm like, well, now Ek0p looks like a genius. Yeah.
That's Hearthstone for you. So we're going to life tap first. Power Overwhelming, I was just about to say. Best draw in the deck. He's going to be able to run over this Ancient of War, taunt up 2 Nerubian Eggs, and keep the pressure high. This is showing you exactly why this strategy is so dangerous for Druid. Even when they get to these late game turns, they have to fight from behind over and over and over again and hope that the Warlock doesn't have the right combinations.
Yeah, this is the matchup that Warlock just loves. This mid-range Warlock deck versus this Druid deck. All of its plays, it can play just as big as you do every single turn, but it gets these incremental value plays, and then it gets to really leverage its life total into card draw as the game goes on.
Yeah, I like Power Overwhelming. And then that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he'd even to roll a 3 on Implosion or sacrifice the Void Caller. I think both these are okay, but I think the Doom Guard, needs to sit on the board right now and continue to get 5 damage in over and over.
So HPL plays this out. He's got to start moving soon here. He's going to run out of time.
Yeah, this is going to go with Defender of Argus, so you can say goodbye to that Doom Guard. Oh, no, he's going to sacrifice his smaller creatures. This plays around Swipe. Going to have 2 Nerubians on board afterwards, and Dog's going to be at 16. How does he win this game?
Yeah, this is going to be really, really hard. I mean, if he draws a Savage Roar over the next turn, he can maybe clear this board, but he's actually just facing down too much damage here. He's going to have to Azure Drake, yeah, he's going to have to Force of Nature to clear or Azure Drake into some kind of answer.
Now, he does have Force of Nature on back-to-back turns, so he can clean up this board position, but he's got to be worried about what happens afterwards. Again, he's looking at 8, 13, he's looking at 15 damage right now. He can't just let that go.
Luckily, with the line that he's going to take from here, Ek0p has the exact hand he needs him to have to be playing from here. Ek0p's going to need to draw something good to get back in the board.
Yeah, but he's going to be taking a lot of damage in the meantime, and he's got to use both of his Force Natures to get the job done. So Ek0p continues to pick up threats. This game is going to be over with. What a draw from Ek0p! You got to slam the Doom Guard here.
Yeah, do you draw a card first to hold on to possibly hold on to Implosion
I don't
here?
think so. I think Implosion is just, at this point, the ship has sailed on being able to get tempo swings from this card. You want whatever you can follow up with.
Plus, it's a nightmare if you draw like Mal'Ganis here and then you discard it there when you could just play it next turn.
Well, now that he's drawn the Defender of Argus, once again, Ek0p looks like a genius for sequencing. The fact that he gets an 8 points of damage here and now protects himself from Force of Nature, I mean, that was the dream draw right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Dog could not have liked seeing that.
Now, I don't think he gets out of this game. If he draws Swipe, he can maybe... No, he can't even live another turn after that. Just going to end up falling to the pressure here. Ek0p, at every step of the way, has the better of Dog, and he's going to take a 2-1 lead. Ek0p, fantastic read on this situation. What a queue up.
Yeah, not just every step of the way in the game, but before the game. The game within the game, the metagame of getting the queue up correct here. Dog kind of walked him into playing a Warrior deck and then had the queue up ready for it. He had Druid with Harrison Jones. Ek0p one step further.
Maybe Dog's getting a little bit flustered here. He concedes, doesn't even let Ek0p finish his turn out. He knows that Ek0p's going to go to the ends of the earth to do as many things as he can before he actually kills him. Maybe he's rattling his cage a little bit.